You're listening to Calm Living Blueprint Revisited, Reflections from the Path with Dr. Candice Esposito. Alright, so in this episode, we're going to shatter some common, widely held myths surrounding anxiety, fear, and confidence that may be stopping you from living the life you want to live. These myths are like rules for the game of life, but they are the wrong rules. You can never win if you are playing by the wrong rules. That was me back in 2013, already sensing that something about the world's rules didn't fit. Back then, I thought the wrong rules meant the habits of thought that fed anxiety. Now I see that it runs much deeper. The rules of the modern world don't just shape how we think, they shape what we believe we are. The old episode began by asking listeners to notice all the ways they try to be normal, to belong, to meet expectations. I can still hear the quiet strain in my voice, trying to make freedom sound manageable. It was my way of saying, you don't have to keep pretending. But what I couldn't see yet was that pretending wasn't only external. The deeper pretense was inside, the belief that the self had to perform in order to be loved. The wrong rules were not only social conditioning, they were the soul's amnesia, forgetting that love is not earned through performance, but revealed through presence. Every culture writes its own code for what it means to be worthy. When I started the Calm Living Blueprint, I saw those codes in the clients I worked with. Be confident, not too quiet, not too emotional, not too much. These invisible rules built invisible cages. Now I see them through a different lens, the lens of energy and consciousness. When we obey those rules, we tighten the flow of life through our body. We contract, we stop breathing fully. We live from the neck up in effort rather than essence. The nervous system interprets that contraction as threat. And so anxiety isn't disobedience to the rules. It's the body's rebellion against them. Anxiety says, this way of living is too small for me. Why? Well, because they are based on the wrong rules for the game. How can you win the social confidence game if you don't know the rules? That question still matters. But now I'd ask it differently. If life itself were writing your rule book, what would it ask of you? If life itself were writing your rule book, what would it ask of you? When you listen closely, the rules of the soul are simple. Stay honest. Stay open. Stay kind. Stay real. Every time we follow those laws, life harmonizes. Every time we break them, life becomes confusing. Not as punishment, as feedback. The body tenses, the breath shortens, the energy splinters. That's the soul whispering, you're off key. There are only ever two directions: toward coherence or away from it. That's the true moral compass. For years, I taught people to challenge their anxious thoughts, to question the inner critic. And that was good medicine for its time. But now I teach something gentler. When a thought arises, I'm not enough, I don't belong, I'm falling behind, I don't argue with it anymore. I just notice who's speaking. The ego plays by the world's rules. The soul doesn't play at all. It moves by resonance, not reason. The shift isn't from bad rules to good ones. It's from obedience to alignment, from efforting to listening. Let's pause for a moment. Breathe in slowly through the nose. Let the breath fill your chest, your ribs, your belly. Then breathe out gently, feeling the exhale soften you. Ask yourself, what rules am I still following that make my body tighten? Whose approval am I still chasing? What do I abandon in myself to keep the peace? Don't rush to answer. Just listen for the feeling that stirs when truth is near. That feeling, that inner warmth, that breath of relief, is the soul saying, here, this way. Every time you follow that whisper, you rewrite the rules of your life. When I recorded the original Calm Living Blueprint, I thought freedom meant doing whatever you wanted. Now I understand freedom as living so truthfully that wanting and being are the same thing. To live by the new rules is to live as your real self, to let love, not fear, author every next line. Keep calm and carry on. That younger version of me ended each episode that way. I'll keep the words, but this time, let them mean something deeper. Keep calm, not by carrying on with the old game, but by remembering the one rule that never changes. Stay true. Thank you for revisiting this moment in time with me. In the next episode, we'll revisit, Are Your Thoughts Controlling You? Episode 3 of the Calm Living Blueprint, and explore how the mind's control mechanisms turn into gateways for awakening. I'm Dr. Candice Esposito, and this is Calm Living Blueprint Revisit.